Alright guys, I know a bunch of videos have been in the shop working. The light is at the end of the tunnel. We're making progress, getting a bunch of stuff knocked out on Hank. Really, we're hung up on just a couple things. I'm waiting on a switch panel and whatever we gotta do with the axles and then wire it and we're good to go. But we're over here working on the Pro Mod. We got LP in the house. Everybody's been like, where's Logan? Where's Logan been? Logan, where you been? Working.
Gotta make a living somehow.
Working. He said he's trying to pay for big blowers. He's got an F-body coming together. So, a lot of spending. So, a lot of working, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we got Matt over here. Matt?
Hard on my back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Final assembly of our Whipple screw-blown Hemi. Coming to mess up JJ the boss and old Heavy or whatever he calls them all. Alright everyone, let's show them our excitement to go no prep racing. Logan?
Ava's got it.
Ava, how excited are you? Breathe if you're not really excited.
Yep.
But you're doing it anyways. Alright. Good job. Matt, give them the breakdown, what we're doing, what changes we're making, why we're doing the final assembly.
So we got some new blower studs in. The other ones we had to modify them. I didn't really like that, so we got some new aluminum blower studs.
Look at these. Where are those? Where are those guys at? Look at that. Pow, the perfect height. Why are they blue?
They're anodized blue. It's easier for tech too. So like if the tech comes by, and make sure you have aluminum blower studs. You're supposed to have breakaway studs or aluminum studs.
Why is that? Explain.
If it has a boom where it's not supposed to boom, you don't want your blower containing it in and creating a bomb, so it helps blow it off if the burst panel doesn't catch it, which just has two burst panels. It has the burst panel in the blower and the burst panel in the intake, so hopefully that will save us from any expensive problems. Got that. Got our
Look at that.
30 millimeter 30 tooth 14 millimeter pulley. We have a new starter jaw for the end of it.
Oh, Matt's really gonna like that because before it was almost death. Look at that. Put that right up there.
Yep. So this is a RCD. It fits our new RCD starter jaw. This other one, it didn't really fit in there, and it could like wobble around. It just was not. This one's not it. This one, bam. That thing is ready
Guys,
to do some cranking.
We need you to comment down below. I think the external starter is part of the cool factor. Logan, do you agree?
Yeah.
It's like cooler if you have to externally start it than if you just crank it. Matt?
It's cooler.
Even though you hate it.
Even though I'm the one doing it, it's cooler.
Because that thing is heavy. Where is it? That sucker right there is heavy. And it's expensive as hell.
Oh yeah. And right now it doesn't look bad, but when you get the front end off of it, imagine, all right, take 40 pounds and
hold it with your arms extended.
And then hold it out as far as you can hold it while it's going.
And 40 pounds is like, I'm sorry. Do that again real quick, just so everyone can make the memes.
Oh, no. I'm not going to do the helmet driving experience with open face no more.
That sucker is heavy as hell. How much are one of those going for right now, new?
Oh, they're like 3,800, and then I mean, you go all the way up to 5,000. They got some 48 volt stuff.
How much is a starter for one of these?
Probably $300 or $400.
Way cooler.
Yeah.
Way cooler. The external start, it's badass. Whether it's probably not as efficient because you have to bring all the other shit to start it, but it's cool. And if for some reason you were to ever drive it somewhere where you had to shut it off to communicate, then you would have to go back to start it, which would be...
If it does burnout and it shuts off for some reason, you got to crank it back. Here I come with a crank.
Actually, just get out and get over the wall. You don't even fire back up at that point.
Oh no, we're double firing it. There's a lot of risks associated with this stuff. There's like a proper procedure to shut it off and to crank it up because there's so much fuel gets stored in here, and then the fuel will leak down. And like this thing here, it's essentially like a bomb. Do you not agree?
It can be.
Logan is our blower representative.
Get enough alcohol moisture in there and you go to fire it off. There's actually a video. I'll have to send it to you.
Yeah. There's people just get.
Every single person watching, he's gonna send it to you.
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna send it to John. And let John insert it in here.
I'll put it in the clip. Yeah.
It happened at Cecil.
Yeah, they could be dangerous, but the danger is part of the cool factor. Also, just the size. It is massive. All meat, no potatoes. Or all potatoes, no meat. Maybe that's the name of the car, meat and potatoes.
This is pretty potato-y right here.
I thought Huckleberry.
No. Logan, what are we naming it right now on the spot? Name the car.
I thought you already had a name.
No, name it. Right now on the spot. Something. You gotta pick a name.
I ain't doing it.
I say we name it Bob, because you could spell it forward or backwards.
It's simple.
Something. David, right now, real quick, off the top of your head, name the Pro Mod. What are we naming it? Huh?
Nobody.
Nobody?
Nobody.
Hutch.
Yeah, Hutch is cool.
Hutch.
Nobody.
What?
Same thing.
Hutch.
Name it something.
Why don't we name it?
Something.
If you haven't seen Nobody, you gotta watch it.
Yeah.
What's the name of your car? Something.
Oh, that's no. Well, I think Hutch is good.
Yeah, now I'm drawing a blank.
Oh, Krabussy.
No, that wasn't it.
Badussi.
No, that's not it either. Yo, did you see the tack that Matt's installing for me?
Is it in there?
Yeah, open the door.
Is it the one out of the?
Well, I had like 4 of them. I just started throwing them away at one point because I was tired of getting them.
Get away from me.
Every single car that we purchased had one of these massive. No, open it up for the people to see. Don't be selfish.
Okay. Yeah, this absolute unit right here with the shift light.
Dude.
John will know when to pull a lever.
Over under, I mean missing a shift.
5K shifting.
Damn.
I think,
Where are we gonna shift it at?
honestly, no prep. Not really running it hard. Probably 8,500. Don't really need to wring its guts out.
Only 85.
I mean, it'll go like.
You could probably shift it way earlier than that on no prep.
Well, no, this is only 48% overdrive.
We can go all the way up to what, 80% overdriven?
Yeah, 80ish.
So 80ish will make 50 pounds of boost on the chip.
Yeah, this probably hopefully make 25, 30, and we won't have to pull all its nuts out with the mag.
The Mag 12.
Yeah, it's not a mag.
Yeah, can you believe it's not a Mag 44? It's a Mag 12. This thing is essentially like a damn
Sorry.
electric. It's an electric grill starter.
Well, you've got
You could touch it. You could touch that.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Just tickle a little bit.
A Mag 44 will knock you in the ground. It'll just.
Yeah, this is what happens whenever you hit a mag 44 and you touch it. It just blew his hair completely off.
Show me. I ain't seen it in a while. It's coming back. Shout out to Keeps, our sponsor for today's video. Just kidding, we don't get sponsored for videos. We're not at that level yet. We just get all sweaty in the shop here. Oh, also, I'd like to say something.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Someone gave me shit because we're bitching how hot it was, and they're like, "Oh, your shirt's not even sweaty." It doesn't change the fact that it's 120 in here.
No, this one isn't. But,
Ellis Nasty stuff.
oh yeah, you can sweat all day in that thing, and it stays nice and dried and fresh and clean.
Yep, that's pretty much how it goes. That's how it goes.
That's an extracurricular activity.
It's actually a sweatshop here. Don't let them lie to you.
It is.
really is.
It is. Matt and I are stuck here. We're actually not allowed to leave property either. So, all right, we're gonna get to work. We're gonna help Matt. Really, it's pretty easy. We got to space the lower pulley out, and then
You might not have to.
it's just wiring.
Yeah, not much wiring. I've got the tack wired up, or the tack wires ran. I got some other stuff ran.
Are we gonna fire it up tonight? I don't have spark plugs.
I don't have all the stuff for the barrel valve. You better check. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to get spark plugs around here for this.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can.
Where?
We'll be able to get in advance.
Yeah. They stock Hemi plugs because they know how badass we are.
They used to when we ran a Hemi. They actually had some, so they probably still have some.
Hopefully this is faster.
Is this faster than the other Hemi?
So LS Nasty Gen 1 Hemi, the fastest we went with was like a 489 with a Hemi in a Pro Charger. So, in order to be the most badass Hemi in North Carolina owned by LS Nasty, we need to go faster than an 89. Which, I don't know, we might do it this weekend.
Yeah, wouldn't that be? That'd be pathetic. You go 89 on no prep.
I mean,
Beat your radial.
yeah, that would be pathetic. Logan.
Black Sheep's come a long way.
Logan's like, it was a tough 6 months.
It was. I told you it was clapped out. He calls me when I was overseas and they went a 49. He's like, but it dropped 10 pounds of boost.
Yeah, on a crank-driven blower.
Yeah, that's not good.
Logan told me it was fine the whole time.
That is such a lie.
No, Logan's like, oh, it sounds great. It doesn't sound like it's missing or anything.
No.
Put 2 degrees in it.
Whenever I knew how much the person paid for the motor,
Oh
it
my
was only $6,500.
Wow.
Listen, it ran good though. What's it close to?
14 millimeter, but I.
John's still trying to figure out the basic math.
Yeah, he's not really great on his fractions. We're trying to get him, you know, here at LS Nasty, we're a teaching center, so we're always quizzing them.
2 plus 2.
Someone go to Kinko's and print a giant chart of how the wrenches go,
So look,
and I'll put it up on the wall.
look.
So when someone asks, I'll look at
Hear me out. You just walk over to the Milwaukee wrenches, and it tells you the size on there. So when
But-
it calls you out next time,
it is
just be
a
like,
half
hold
inch.
on, hold
Oh,
on.
I knew it was a 1/2 inch. What's a 1/2 inch convert to?
I don't know, what does it convert to?
I don't know. 12?
No.
Damn it.
It was a good try, though.
Close.
13?
Yep. There's a few metric sizes in between that just don't cross over, like 12, like 11 and 7/16. 12's kind of in its own world. 10 and 3/8 don't really
Yo,
work.
chill. I'm not going to attack him. All right, guys. In case you're wondering what we're doing, we're building the car.
Yeah, we're building it. All of it.
So, I know what some people are saying. They're like, John, we don't really do shit. Well, the flashlights don't hold themselves.
Yeah, and you guys don't realize that just because you watch one video, we might do 2 videos in a day. So they're like, damn, all day and you only did this one thing. But really, we've been working on.
Oh, we film 5% of what work we actually do.
Yeah.
When we're not filming, I'm actually working. It's very difficult to film and be productive. So I just give up on working. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. That's disrespectful. You keep it up, I'm gonna get a big concrete wall in here. Is that gonna hit me in the face when I go at 550?
I don't know, keep talking shit, it might.
Ejecto taco.
Oh, this one's got a recall so you can see where I shift at.
Yes, sir.
Dude, I'm gonna be grabbing gears.
Oh, and for that one guy, pull his comment up. You know how you do the thing where you like have a video and then somebody's comment across the screen?
I'll pull it up.
Yeah. We were first.
Yeah, someone said that I was copying Cletus because I have a 500-inch big block and twin 94s.
It's just taking us a little longer to get it
Well,
going.
no, I mean, sorry, I have 58 cars here, but
Yeah.
I've had that motor for
Year and a half.
a year and a half now. No, I've had it for probably a year. I've had that big block for a year. The machine work is all done by T-Cam Performance. No, it's not a Steve Morse engine. So you guys can chill with all that stuff. Yeah. And no one's copying anyone. Let's just get one thing straight. There's going to be one that's fast as hell. And it's coming out of LS Nasty. So, just how it is. All our stuff's fast. We're going out here to set records. So, I'm not going after really any like big block records because there are none. But I plan to be. My goal is to go out and be the fastest truck at all the truck races. That's why I'm building it. I'm not building anything for second place. I build stuff just like the Black Sheep. You know, we built to be the world's fastest hydraulic roller to run some no-time races. We won a bunch of no-time races. We're the world's fastest hydraulic roller. Now we're going into LDR where we start off middle of the pack, which some people have been running LDR for a while and can't get out the bottom of the pack. So
we're way overweight, you know.
We're overweight, underpowered, not really maximizing our stuff, just running what we had, our record-setting combo. So for people that saying I'm copying someone else, like, dude,
We don't need to.
you don't need to say it.
We don't need to copy nobody.
Yeah. I mean, it's people are copying us.
I was gonna say other people might be copying you though.
You know what they say? It's the fastest who gets paid and the fastest who gets laid.
It's like two dogs and a bird in the hand in a bush, and don't count your baskets.
All right. This is a bad. Oh, that's actually. We need to tighten that up. But that's pretty nice. How bright is that
I
sucker?
don't know, turn it on. Like the power on the car.
You think it's got any battery life?
I don't
know, maybe.
think the battery worked.
Oh yeah, I got the recall. He gave me one that wasn't a recall tag, and I was like, you're not getting off that easy, bud.
Data logs.
I'm gonna check that thing after the burnout, see if he hit the limiter in the burnout. So we're doing all this. The got some stuff, wired up some stuff on the grid, put a crank trigger on it so it's not having the crank trigger on the mag. We're just trying to get this thing good enough to where we can do some tuning on it, because before it was like, it ran. That's all it did. It just ran. So now we're going to be able to do some ignition timing ramps with the grid. We got the crank trigger on it for a little bit more accurate crank timing versus running it off the mag. We got a tack. You know, this is just going to be like our
really some futuristic stuff right here.
Yeah. Next level, 21st century cutting edge technology here. No, I mean, it's good. And a lot of guys, I'm not knocking it. A lot of guys go really fast with just a grid. But anybody that tunes, you will never find somebody that be like, I wish I had less data. So this is going to get us to where we can tune it some, see what we can do, and then after that, Dominator, MSC 600, shock travel, all the sensors and everything, we can really see what the chassis is doing. We'll be able to have individual EGTs. You know, we might go to EFI, get rid of the mechanical. I kind of like the mechanical and I kind of don't. I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, run the mechanical. It is cool, but you have to also think, like, to say run the mechanical versus actually running the mechanical and spending the time where, like, EFI, we send it down the track and, oh, it needs to be fattened up here and leaned out here. Done. Mechanical, oh, we're changing jets and fuel pressure and flowing the pump different and this and elevation changes, and there's a lot more goes on, and for us it's easier to be able to tune it versus it kind of is what it is mechanical. And having extra lean outs, I mean,
in my opinion, if you're bringing it up to the, you know, current technology.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you want, you know,
well.
Dominator, all the stuff, EFI. You know, you don't have to worry about having lean out or it you know, filling the engine full of fuel whenever you shut it off. And I mean, there's no disadvantage to EFI.
Hey, try that.
Oh, buddy.
Holy shit!
Well, that battery charger sounds like it's just gonna catch on fire.
Dude, hold on, give me this. Give me this.
I don't think it's supposed to do that.
Give me this. It's got a heartbeat.
Hold on.
What's going on?
That's what it's like when you have a shitty tune-up. Oh!
Whoa.
God damn.
Alright, we better turn it off for the... We're gonna catch it on fire. What do you got the thing set on? Engine start?
No, I don't. I have a 20 amp.
Put it on like 2 amp.
Oh, let's test the I guess we can't set it. How do you set it? Oh my god, it's like this one's like that new age. It doesn't have a knob.
Yeah, no, but I don't want to mess it up. But it works. The grid's smoking now. So
wiring wise, wiring this compared to a Dominator, how simple is this?
I mean, you got outputs. They got some relay stuff wired in over there. So I don't know. I need to. It's a CAN bus. I don't know. Again, this is one of those buyer beware. I mean, it's a really nice car. It's got a lot of good parts.
For what we paid for it.
Good chassis. Can't really complain. But it's one of those things like, oh yeah, that thing runs great and the grid ain't even wired up. Come on, that thing. You know, just be honest when you're selling something. Be like, hey, it's got a grid in it. Ain't hooked up to nothing. So if you want a limiter or want to be able to use it,
go get it wired. Yeah,
go get it wired. So we did some wiring. It's very, very simple compared to a Dominator, but at the same time, like, you have one output, like one single one. So if you want a shifter, there's one. That's it. So
what's our one output going to? Our shift light?
No, that's built into the tax.
Oh wow, technology.
Yeah. Now we're gonna be bolting our blower hat on, and we need some anaerobic gasket sealer because we don't want to glue that thing on. So John had some in stock.
What? Shout out to Permatex, one of our great sponsors. Woo! Can you believe we actually literally have like every type of sealant in stock? So this is some. What is the difference between this? Is it never set up?
Yes.
So it's like Hylamar of The other shit.
Yes, it's like a gasket dressing.
Are we running this
Yeah.
bullshit?
Yeah, we're running that gasket.
My favorite part is cutting this shit off. How big of a stream do you want?
And down.
No, just tell me how big of a stream you want. 9/16? 3/8?
9/32.
Oh, I got you.
It's like.
Did that go in the blower? Did the tip of this just fly off and go in the blower?
Hopefully not.
I mean, it's a piece of plastic. It'll be all right. Shut up, dude. Oh, hold on. I gotta cut that in. Damn it. It got. Not in the blower.
That just went in Hank's motor.
The key is you gotta straighten it up once you bust her open.
Bussin'.
What color is this stuff? Oh, wow. Dude, we can trick someone into thinking this is red Loctite, and then the shit would just fall apart and probably kill them. Look at that. It's like a Permatex ad. Alright. So after this, we're pretty much ready for fire.
Yeah, besides going to juniors and having, I drew up a pulley spacer in Fusion 360, so he's gonna cut it out on the laser or plasma table tomorrow. 6-bolt flange spacer, that way our crank trigger and everything works correctly. Won't have any issues there. I specifically said not to do this in the previous video, but
This is not
I'm not
any load.
Yeah, I'm not damaging the stud. Whenever you clamp the vice grips on there and oh yeah.
You ready now?
Oh, should be right. Alright.
Bro, I got this shit all over me.
Don't go down all the way in the front. Alright, okay.
Good?
Nope.
You gotta get the other one on.
Turbos are cool. I don't know if turbos are cool. This one's pretty cool. But I'm more familiar with turbos, so that's cool.
We can say easier.
I mean, I don't know. This thing's, it's so barbaric and simple, it's quite easy, but there's just certain things that have to be right. Now, if you went and bought like a whole setup, like from head to toe, I'm sure it would bolt on easy and have no issues, but obviously we're kind of Frankensteining this together. We're taking our nozzles. So this one here had the some of the mechanical injection nozzles in the actual blower itself. We're gonna put these in the blower hat, or in the blower itself.
Well, the Whipple doesn't have divisions
Well, I guess it does
on one side.
on one side. Does it matter?
I mean, I would think you'd want it to be
Evenly distributed.
yeah.
Guys, 1,000 likes, I'll put this blower on an LS. Woo. 1,000 likes, I'll put that blower on an LS motor. We'll drive it around on the street, we'll take it to the track and race it, and I maybe I'd do a giveaway with a blower, like a Roots blown LS street car, street
Daily
strip car.
driver. Roots blower.
Daily driver.
And just to clarify, the before you guys go putting anaerobic gasket sealer or anything, that anaerobic gasket is designed to seal when there's lack of oxygen, where like RTV does not, like room temperature vulcanization. It just sits up a little bit softer. So don't think that you can put it on some shit and it just come right back off. It just
We need to move this one here to there, and then put another one right here.
well, your line's here.
So I need to do one. I need to do one there, and then this one there.
No, just put it right here.
Yeah, I need to move this one. Though,
Why?
because the blower, it's literally pressed up against the blower strap. So I'll move that one to there, and I'll just put this nozzle in there. There you go.
All right, everybody. We gotta have these laser etched. What should we have? What you think?
Man, I don't know.
I think DOC.
Got our blower hat installed. We moved some of the nozzles around. You want to move this one or leave this one where it is, all the way in the front?
This one's all the way in the front, so we'll just leave it.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. We had to move a couple of them from how close they were to the blower straps, but it's mechanical injection stuff's quite interesting. It's pretty cool. We got the blower on there. All we got to do left is really put the burst panel on there, spacer for the lower blower pulley, the crank pulley, and then we are good to go. We got to make one fuel line to extend it, put it all back together, crank it up, and see how it runs. So it's going to be interesting. It's big, it's wild, it is loud, it's crazy looking. It's badass though. So we're gonna get ready, hopefully have some fire in the pipe here in the next day or two, and then just start hammering out the punch list stuff on this to really get it ready for next weekend if we have some time to test. Is our throttle linkage long enough?
Yeah, there's some room in the cable there for the roof.
Wow, there's some room in the cable. They built it knowing that we were gonna put a bigger blower on it. All right, let me sit there and see. We'll just get a now that it's like officially installed with all the BS attached to it, and my big ass shift light.
Yeah, with the recall, so I can be like, hey, you short shift it? No. Why does the tach only say 5,000 RPM?
Dude, it is absolutely insane. It's literally insane.
How's throttle feel? That thing's huge. It's literally,
When
almost the size.
When I sit back in the car, I can't see the blower hat. Like, the big part of the hat's gone. It's cut off by the roof.
Massive.
It's so crazy. And we are putting a Race Tech seat in this thing. It does have some padding right here for your head, but this is going to have the seat lowered and be sitting in a Race Tech seat. So, very excited to get a Race Tech in this because this thing's just wild, and it'd be nice to feel a little bit safer in here. I don't, this is just insane to me.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to
Make a couple lines.
yeah, just maybe make the turn line.
This is insane. The blower, you literally like the entire blower's in the way.
Yeah.
Before the blower hat was like,
Oh yeah, but yeah, not at all. That's another thing, you know, we were talking about going with EFI and the cost and everything. Just think if we kept it mechanical, there's a lot of damn lines on this thing.
That's why I said it looks so much cleaner.
You'd have a lot of money just in fittings and lines versus EFI. So.
Because EFI is just one coming up, one going down.
Yep. Fuel pressure to the fuel pressure regulator. You run your upper and lower on the same.
Oh, well, that's
circuit.
That's 6 lines right there, coming up to that.
Oh yeah, 6 lines fitting and return stuff. So I don't know. We'll see.
God, if we do run an EFI, the blower hat gets like 3 to 4 inches taller.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. It's so wild. Go stand behind the car and look at it. Like from behind, it's insane.
Yeah, I did.
It's just massive.
One step ahead of you.
The Whipple, the inlet is offset, so the blower hat's going to be offset a little bit. So we'll just have to keep that in mind when we're lining John up, so he's not, you know, crooked. But everything's good. Get some parachutes on this bad boy.
You ready to rock?
I mean, honestly, just getting it fired up is going to be the biggest thing.
Yeah, yeah. Once you get it fired up, all this other stuff's just little odds and ends stuff.
I mean, really, to go race, what we need? We need parachutes.
Make sure the CO2's filled. Make sure transmission, all the fluid levels are good.
Yeah, no, I think this thing's gonna be by far the closest.
Change oil. This has like a day's worth of work on it left.
Yep.
Now tank, about 3 or 4.
Yeah, some wiring stuff. Good.
It'd be nice to have them both done so we can take them out and shake them down. So that's gonna be the game plan. We're gonna go to juniors in the morning tomorrow, get some stuff knocked out, come back, work on this, work on Hank, really hump it on a Friday. Probably working weekends for like the 3rd weekend in a row. We haven't stopped working for probably 20 some days now, where it's just every day hammering stuff out. And you gotta think, we're just working on 2 cars. We got another 13 that we gotta build, you know? So the plan is once we get them knocked out, maintenance them, work on them, on to the next one. So that's our game plan.